So I saw Fantastic Four last night. What did I think about it? I'm about to let y'all know. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. I think it was a good movie. It was solid. This is the 4th time that they have tried to bring Fantastic Four to the big screens. Now, they did one back in the early 90s. It never got released for some reason. And then the ones in the early 2000s, God bless those. You know what? Those came out at a tough time because Spider-Man was doing his thing, was doing well. X-Men movies were doing well. And they just tried to slide in Fantastic Four during that time. And they didn't quite hit. They were okay. And then whatever that was in 2015, like I fell asleep during that movie, to be honest. I fell asleep. So this is the first time in about 10 years we got another remake. And I think it was good. Marvel, the one thing I'll say about Marvel, man, if they get one of these properties, a Spider-Man, an X-Men, even Deadpool, Wolverine, the Avengers, they get these properties, they know what to do with them. And that's what I like. That's the one thing I like about Marvel. When they get these movies, they know how to do it well. So we get introduced to Fantastic Four. They don't do the whole backstory thing, which is nice. And I guess everybody's doing that now. They did it in Superman and they did it in Batman, where they're already being them, so we don't need the backstory. They do like a quick opening, hey, let's just take you down memory lane. And they take us down memory lane, but they do it very well. So they do us a quick little clips of how they've been Fantastic Four. They've been Fantastic Four for about 4 years. And they've been Fantastic Four for 4 years. That's funny. That's funny. Anyway, so they've been on Earth doing their thing. They have some bad guys in here that I noticed from some other Disney movies, which is like, really? They put some bad guys in there from there? So they are fighting, they're doing their thing, and then Silver Surfer comes down. If you see it in the trailer, it's basically like, yo, Galactus is trying to take y'all world. You better, hey, y'all better go ahead, hold your kids, hold your wife, because we coming for this planet. And then essentially, so they go off on the quest. They're trying to basically stop Galactus, and Galactus he has a steep price for them to pay in order for this to not happen. So the Fantastic Four got to figure out, oh crap, I don't know if we want to pay that price. So anyway, so they start doing Fantastic Four stuff. They're trying to solve the problem. They're trying to do the thing. And that's basically the movie. We see Reed Richards, we see Sue Storm, we see Johnny Storm, and then of course Big Ben, the Thing. And they're all doing their thing. So my general thoughts of this movie was, I think it was a good movie. I do think it was better than Superman. Just the movie was well put together. The plot was good. No, the plot was okay. The plot was cool. I'm like, okay, why did they pick? I was like, all right, you kind of went with it. Like, all right, you know. As far as just seeing the Fantastic Four, seeing them do their thing, it was good. Sue Storm, I've seen her. This is like first time, like she got to show off her powers, which was nice. Same thing with Johnny. Johnny Storm wasn't just a douche, you know what I mean? He just wasn't just some idiot. Like, he actually had some value. He actually brought some stuff to the team, and he was still Johnny Storm in ways. He still was like with the ladies and, you know, still a ladies man and stuff like that, but he brought some value to the team. Big Ben, you know, I mean, the Thing, you know, he was good. Reed Richards, Reed Richards, Pascal, he comes off as Reed Richards. Like, to me, I thought that was Reed Richards. Like, to me, that's good casting. That's good casting. When I look at a guy and like, yeah, that's Reed Richards. And I could see, I can't think of her name, but I could see the girl that played Sue Storm. Like, yeah, that's Sue Storm. I ain't gonna lie though, the guy who played Johnny, he looks like he could be a villain in future movies. He looked like he could play a bad guy really well. The castings was good, the acting was good. The look and feel of the movie, I like the tone. It had the futuristic 1960s vibe. You're placed in the 1960s, but like futuristic, which was kind of cool. It had a very much Jetsons vibe to it. I liked it. Like, from the beginning of the movie, I'm like, I like the vibe. It doesn't feel like any other Marvel movie. It feels like its own movie. I will say there were some parts in the movie that was dragging a little bit, and I'm tired. I've just been tired. I got young kids, and I'm like, am I tired? Is this movie putting me to sleep? Or if I'm just tired? It was one of those. You know, it's in those scenes where they having dialogue and stuff like that, and I was just like tired for some reason. But it wasn't, I don't think it was boring. I was just tired. Some critiques. The CGI was cool. It was just, there were times that the Thing was just like, okay, it's clearly CGI. A lot of it's CGI, but just sometimes the Thing, his CGI was just like super noticeable. And then they had a CGI, because they have a baby in this movie, and the CGI baby was like, okay, like clearly CGI. And I think sometimes they would weave in like a real baby, and then they would make the real baby CGI-ish, you know? And it's just like, okay, the baby would do CGI stuff. It's just, So that was like my critique. That's literally my only critique of the movie. Well, and there was like this one plot point that was like, I can see where they're going. Silver Surfer was cool. I see why they picked a girl to be Silver Surfer. I see why. And it's just like, okay, I see what they were going for. So it was fine that they picked a girl to be Silver Surfer. I really don't have any really critiques to it. I think it was good. It was a solid movie. It was a good time. Like, I enjoyed it. Would I watch it again when it comes on TV? Yeah. When it comes on to Disney Plus, I'll watch it again for sure. I don't think Marvel's back, but I think they're headed in the right direction. This is one that you could go, okay, you're headed back into the right direction, Marvel. We're headed in the right direction. We can get rid of the BS and what's been going on lately. This movie makes me feel good about Avengers Doomsday. It's like, okay, this is looking good. It's like Marvel's getting their mojo back. So yeah, like, okay. Stay for the end credit. Well, the mid credit, I'd stay for the end credit, but I didn't hear. I heard it wasn't great. Stay for the mid credit though. The mid credit scene you definitely want to see. This is definitely the best Fantastic Four movie I've seen, like, on screen. Yeah, definitely, by far, hands down, it's the best Fantastic Four movie. It's like they knew how to throw in jokes. They knew the timing. They knew when to do stuff. It was super serious at times, and at times it was lighthearted, and it was just that blend. It's like, again, Marvel knows how to do that. They know how to figure out the blend. It's definitely better than Superman. Superman was just, I don't know. Like, I always wondered, with the creators at Disney, if they took over DC properties, would they make it better? I 100% think. I think the people at Marvel could take the DC characters and make them amazing. I do, but it'll never happen. But I truly feel like that. I really do. But anyway, post your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this movie. If you've seen it yet, if you've seen it already, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, let me know in the comments below. And I will catch y'all on the next one.